Hey, welcome back to the channel, everybody. I'm Randy, RagamuffinPiper. Got to work out in the garden. You know, sometimes you neglect it a little bit and it'll get away from you. Man, there is a lot to do. So jump on over the other side. We're going to be in the Hidden D garden this morning. And I had a little story I want to share with you, so I hope you'll stick around right after this message for our introduction. Welcome back. The tomatoes got knocked down by a big windstorm. They were tied up pretty good. Now they're growing basically almost on the ground. Squash is taking over the back. Potatoes are ready to come up out of the ground. You know, sometimes certain things require attention. I don't know if you've noticed this or not, but if you ignore it, it's liable to take over, which is what's happening out here. So I'm gonna get to work, but I had a story I wanted to share with you, a little anecdote. You could pronounce that any way you want. Anecdote. My bones Rhodesian out here, and I won't even tell you what's in it because it's not any good. But this is a good pipe. So the other day I was out gathering some eggs and feeding some chickens, and I just happened to look over next to the fence over there, and there was 3 eggs laying out in the dirt, about half covered up. Filthy. I don't know how long they've been laying there, but I keep a pretty close eye out there, so probably just overnight. I cleaned them up, you know, and took them inside. I'll try breaking them in their own little bowl, you know, and I'll cook them for me for breakfast. So I started cleaning them up, and well, they cleaned up really pretty good. They look pretty good. So I got a bowl out and I cracked them. 2 out of the 3 eggs were both double yolks. Two out of the 3. That's pretty rare. I don't get double yolks very often at all. And 2 out of the 3 that was laid out in the yard, they were pretty good size. They had double yolks. And as just a quick little lesson here in life, how easy is it to pass up something that doesn't look good, but has a pretty rewarding inside to it? You know, how often do we look at somebody and think, yeah, wow, what a loser, you know? Or maybe you think that about yourself, you know, I'm not worthy, you know. Maybe you think somebody else isn't worthy, maybe it's you. And on the inside, there's a really special thing waiting to blossom, come out, and be shared. But just because the outside is a little bit worn out or dented or, you know, been used up a little bit, them eggs were filthy looking, and most people would have thrown them away. But I took them inside and cleaned them up a little bit, put them where they could be broke all by themselves, open it up, and big double yolks, delicious eggs. Maybe we need to look at situations that way, you know, situations that look ugly, but maybe if we just take them and hold on to them for a little bit, let them clean up. Maybe people are like that in your life. Maybe they just don't look so good. I don't know. Just a little life lesson for you. Don't always throw something out just because it looks like it might be dirty or worn out. And people especially, right? People especially, we give them a chance. Maybe. Well, I hope you don't find a double yolk on the inside. That's for eggs. So it's garden time. Enough of that life lesson stuff. Some kind of philopopes here or something like that? No, I made that word up. I am not a Greek philosopher. Let's go do some potatoes. We'll be right back. Well, gardening is hard work. I tell you what, sometimes you can work up a real sweat out there, and I did. So I'm sitting here on the porch. I'm having me another little pipe and some hot coffee, and I'm going to take it easy for a little bit. But you know what? Sometimes it's hard to find them double yolks in the dirty eggs. But I'm not trying to overcomplicate it. It's finding the good in bad situations. That's what it is. Sometimes it isn't easy to wait and find things out. You know, you don't know what's going on. You don't know what to expect. But every once in a while, just remind yourself if you're going through something difficult, or if somebody else is looking kind of harsh and difficult and dirty, there might be something good hidden on the inside. So maybe make it your journey there to see what you can clean up, see what you can get out of it. And if it turns out to be a rotten egg, then throw it out immediately. Nobody needs that. Maybe that's the second part of the lesson. You know, sometimes we keep things around that are dirty and messed up and worn out. Maybe relationships that are hard on us, and we don't need that kind of stuff. You know, you put the work in, you do the best you can, but pretty soon it's time to throw out them rotten eggs. Hey, glad you guys were here. Thank you for being at the RagamuffinPiper. Hold it, rented lips. Thanks for dropping in. I'm glad you were here. Good to see you. Well, I didn't really see you. Good to see me. That's questionable. Glad you dropped by. I hope you will again. I'll see you soon on the RagamuffinPiper. Keep your eye out for them double yolks. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.